Hey, and welcome back to another video. Today I want to dive a bit deeper into how good Khamzat Chimaev is, and how he would do against the current champs, who has mentioned wanting to go up to 185 and fight for the belt, or other realistic matchups for him. So I will put him against 5 fighters in the UFC, and tell you how much a chance they have beating Khamzat if they were to fight. Remember, this is just my opinion, so I could be wrong or right. Only time will tell. With the first fight, I have picked Alex Pereira. I think Alex would be the easiest to beat for him on this list, and that's because Alex's only path to victory here is to knock Khamzat out before getting taken down. And if we look at all of Khamzat's fights, we can clearly see he has never failed to take his opponent down in the first round when he has attempted a takedown, so realistically he should be able to take Alex down in the first round, and from there I think he will actually submit him. Alex isn't known for having the best wrestling or grappling, and going in there with the best wrestler in the UFC and an insane grappler like Khamzat, it's not a good sign. We have seen Jan, Izzy, and Jiri take Alex down, so Khamzat would make this fight look very easy. Khamzat is a way more harder fight for Alex than Chimaev. That being said, I give Alex a 20% chance of winning this fight. Moving on to the second fight, I have picked the current welterweight champion Belal. I think Belal has a 30% chance of winning this fight, a little more than Alex, because of his wrestling skills. He should be able to do better than Alex, but Belal only path to victory is by cardio to a decision win. Needs to survive the first 2 rounds like anyone else against Khamzat, and hope he has no gas tank left. But I don't think Khamzat would spend that much energy to take down Belal. Khamzat is much bigger and stronger, so he would take Belal down, and choke him out as well. I wouldn't be competitive either, just like the Alex fight. Next fight, I have the current pound-for-pound king Islam Makhachev, and I have given him a 40% to beat Khamzat at 185. Islam is obviously a better fighter, and more well-rounded, and could obviously wrestle and grapple with Khamzat. But you have to keep in mind, there is 2 weight classes between them, and even if Islam moves up to 185, Khamzat would still be a lot bigger than him, and would outpower him. Both guys looks impossible to submit, but if I were to pick one of them to submit each other, or control each other to a decision, I would pick Khamzat. I have still given Islam a 40%, which is a lot considering he is a lightweight, so I rate him very highly, but Khamzat, at 185, is just too much for him. At welterweight, it's another story. There, it would be a lot closer. But at middleweight, Khamzat is the king. Both guys' path to victory in this fight is by either a submission or out-wrestling the other, just like the first Islam and Arman fight. And I would favor Khamzat in this fight. Better wrestling, taller, stronger, and way bigger. Now, for the fourth fighter, I have picked Dricus with a 40 to 45% chance to beat Khamzat. Only reason I have given Dricus a great chance is because he is willing to fight his heart out in the cage and have a great cardio, as we have seen now in his recent fights. Just like everyone always says, he needs to survive the 2 first rounds to be able to win the fight, because he ain't winning the first 2 rounds against Khamzat. He will either get dominated on the ground via control time and ground and pound, or even get choked out, which I think will most likely happen. But people are also overlooking Khamzat gas tank. He is also a fighter that is willing to die there before losing a fight. Yeah, he might slow down and won't ragdoll you in the later rounds, but he will still stand his ground and even take you down. So I don't agree with it's an easy win for Dricus if he just gets past the first 2 rounds. Khamzat could very possibly win round 4 or round 5 against Dricus as well. But this will be the fight that will tell us how really good Khamzat is. I want this fight to go to a decision or a finish in the later rounds, so everyone who doubts his cardio will be silenced. So in conclusion, I still favor Khamzat. Now for the last fight, I have picked Chimaev to be toughest fight for Khamzat, realistically. Both are mountain fighters who are tough and well-rounded. I think this fight would be a 50-50. Because I can't see any of them keeping each other down for rounds and dominate each other. It would come down to the feet, and think Chimaev is better on the feet, and could very possibly finish Khamzat on the feet, or win a decision. He is also bigger and stronger, which plays a big part here. Even though Khamzat is a better wrestler, it will be hard to keep Chimaev down, and find a finish, which is his only path to victory in this fight. I don't think Khamzat can win a decision against Chimaev. But that's it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments.